It was a notable day in Myanmar's history when Aung San Suu Kyi took charge of the country's first civilian government in decades. But 2 years on, Myanmar security forces are accused by the United Nations of ethnic cleansing. Hundreds of thousands of Rohingya Muslims have fled to neighboring Bangladesh in response to a military crackdown after attacks by Rohingya rebels. Human rights groups accuse the army of mass murder, gang rapes, and burning down Rohingya villages, accusations the military denies. But Suu Kyi faces international criticism for not standing up for the Rohingya people.
It is probably the political risk that she calculated that it is probably not in her interest to stand up to the military.
And that risk comes from a complicated power-sharing arrangement between the military and civilian sides of government set up by Myanmar's constitution. The military controls 3 ministries: defense, border affairs, and home affairs. The civilian side, led by Aung San Suu Kyi, officially controls all the remaining others. But as the country struggles with a crisis in Rakhine, armed conflicts in other parts of the country, backsliding on press freedom, as well as an economy that's not meeting expectations, many people believe Suu Kyi's administration has not exerted as much authority as it should.
What we have is a civilian government that is flailing, that it is trying to assert control, but it doesn't have the capacity, it doesn't have the administrative structures, and it doesn't have the vision or leadership from the top to do that.
They definitely could have taken more control over the areas that they really have control or constitutionally granted control that they have. But I think sometimes it is not that clear, black and white. These are the areas you can take control of. These are the other areas that you cannot take control of. Even if the ministry-wise, they are different ministries and different areas that they can take control of. They all are related and connected.
And right now, 2 years after the NLD took control of the civilian side of government, it's clear that the military remains the country's most powerful institution.
Was it appropriate to really call what was happening a transition?
A transition at the very minimum, and in some cases for namesake. We don't see a lot of transition. We don't see significant transition in practice or in reality at this point.
Myanmar's civilian government is now starting its 3rd year, but it's still a long way off from becoming what many here are hoping for. Dave Grunebaum, TRT World, Yangon.